Greetings, programs. I am your program, Daydream, and this is my review of Tron Legacy. Tron Ares was an excellent movie that questioned everything, how the negative, the Dillingers, and the positive, the NCOM Korean side. It was actually like a race. Remember back in the 1950s, we had that space race? Who's going to get beaten? Or Russia or China, and then there was us, the USS. Well, in this movie, you felt like this was a race for AI control and who was going to be the person who would actually either we're going to use the AI technology to be militarizing us, much like how Humpty Dumpty Trump has used the soldiers to militarize Washington, D.C., or militarize parts of Chicago or California. This girl who lost her sister from a tragic illness. I loved how she's like through the grieving process, but you really understand why she's so much into AI. She wants to not create the perfect system like the Dillinger or Tron Kevin Flynn was trying to do until he erased the ISOs. Like, you actually feel like the ISOs are still embedded in the movie. I loved how they didn't control. They gave actually the Flynn family a happy ending. Sam and Cora are happily married. They're threatening the pictures in here and there, and then you don't hear from them. And I thought that was really good. What was so great about this movie was it really questioned how we should use AI, artificial intelligence, and how we should better mankind with use of it, or leave it into destruction like the Terminators. And I did also feel like Terminator 2, because Ares is becoming the new Tron, or at least the program of this world, and how they brought the characters into fruition of the real world was not only excellent, but it gave a sense of how they can actually do this, and how we have used technology to advance our better health, advance our better time, but have we advanced it too much into militarizing and weaponizing? Like, Trump is Humpty Dumpty Trumpet. He wants to use AI for medical Medicaid. How much of that is going to go wrong if people are wrongfully diagnosed? What if the AI talks to someone and he or she, out of malfunction, wrongfully diagnosed someone or gives them the wrong medication? Or worse, how our military... I think they did let Jared Leto abuse the power of him in the process of the movie, him in the process of the story, and also how his cult movement and his cult essence in the movie was very controlled and manipulative. I do hope they have it passed down to another Tron character, and he changes his trajectory, and actually maybe turns his essence into, say, the guy who was Shameless. That's the actor I was thinking of. He was from Shameless. He was the gay character who had love issues, interests. That I think they should have gave it more, but apparently Jared Leto controlled his power just like... But it's great that South Koreans were the heroes of this movie. Like, I was scared it would be Chinese, but it was South Asian characters in the movie who was a hero, because in real life were people who didn't believe in China's ideology of dictatorship and communists, and also they didn't believe in the South Korean, North Korean. I know one of the two, and I think that's really great that they didn't because the red could have very much signified a specific Asians, but they didn't, and they used the white ideology and the bluest in the movie Hue. I don't know how I feel about the African American being the villain, because that's also very much Tim Burton racial issue. But I think it's really about abusing the power, abusing technology. I think there was a act of slavery in it. So, yeah, Tron Ares, 9 or 8 out of 10. I really hope they do something with storytelling. I do hope they bring some essence of Tron in the game back. Humpty Dumpty Trump will use the AI to militarize our world. I mean, we've already seen it in California. We already seen it in Chicago. Huge part in Washington, D.C. Imagine what he could do, what ites or Trumpites can do if they take that technology of AI and groundly dignify us and control us, militarize our way of life, our way of thinking. Like, how could we abuse, but also how can we also control it? Make it better for mankind. It's just a beautiful send-off. I'm a little bit sad that there wasn't Tron, but you felt his essence in the new beginning of the movie, like his mantle was passed. You know, the Flynn mantle of Encom and technologies was passed that the Dillingers took and abused. You know, after Flynn left and missing, and he became a ghost of the machine, which actually I think that was beautiful. That was a beautiful send-off of him being okay. Giving his essence, his knowledge of technology onto the next generation. I think this movie really hardens on the Dillingers and how they are grounded, ruthless, aggressive, how they're military, how they're Trumpites, not neo-Nazis, and how they are just ruthless. And they are also slave. They actually love to use African American programmed slavers to better use their technology. Much like in history, how we've abused slavery for us white people, and yet the movie has definitely taken a dark turn in the idea of AI slavery and African American slavery, and really show what Trumpites can do to better abuse this technology. So this movie was really great. It's definitely a great movie to watch. I'm so fucking pissed for that one character who's Cal.